All right, so let's start with the verse of Nothing Else Matters. Now, in this verse, there are about 4 or 5 basic chords. One would be E minor, D, and sus, D sus, C at 9, and there is another version of it. Then we have the G5 and the B7, but it's not really a B7 because the third isn't in there, but sounds like B7, so it's a B7 with an omitted third. All right, so before we start the tutorial, good to know is that your ring finger plays the first string, your middle finger plays the second string, your index finger plays the G string, and your thumb plays the basses. And that's pretty much throughout the verse. So keep that in mind. If it's anywhere any different, then I will mention it. So ring finger, first string, middle finger, second string, index finger, third string, and the thumb plays the basses. All right, so what do you play? You start off with the following thing. Okay, so you put your third finger in the third position of the first string, E, G, B, E. Then you play open G string, then E string, then B string, and then the G string. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then the next bar goes like this. I'll play it for you. So what do? You use that D chord and you play the D and E string together. Play the D string once more. Then you put your little finger in third position of the first string. Then you play that, then the B string, then open G string, like this. Then put your middle finger in third position of the A string. Remove that little finger and play A and E string together. Then play B string and then G string. So like this. So that second bar slowly. 1, 2, 3. And at the end of that second bar, you play that bass line moving from third position of the E string to second position. And this one is with your middle finger, and this one is with your index finger. So let's try to do that second bar once more. 1, 2, 3. Now the first and second bar are kind of the basic pattern for the verse, and you get kind of variations on that pattern, but the first and second bar are the most important. So if you know to play them, you pretty much know how to play the entire verse. So let's try to do bars 1 and 2 together. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we've landed in the third bar. The third bar is exactly the same as the first bar, so we can skip that. So it's the beginning of the fourth bar is exactly the same as the second bar, but it progresses a bit differently. So let's look at that. So that fourth bar goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So you get that D chord, and you play D and E string together. Play the D string once more, then the B string, then you play the G string, and then you make a pull off with your index finger. So like this. Together, 1, 2, 3. Then you move your middle finger towards third position of the A string. Then you play A and B string together. And then you play open G string and the B string. So like this. All right, let's try to do that together. So that D chord going towards that C add 9. 1, 2, 3. And then after that, you get that bass line again, going from third position to second position on the E string. Okay, so let's try to play bars 3 and 4 together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're moving on to bars 5 and 6. Now, bar number 5 is exactly the same as bar number 1. And then bar number 6 is pretty much the same as bar number 2 with a little variation. So the D part of it is exactly the same. So you play. And then you move on to that C add 9. You put your middle finger in third position of the A string, and you leave your little finger and ring finger in place. And you play A and E string together, B string, and then G string. So like this. So that 6th bar together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's try to play bars 5 and 6 together slowly. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now here comes bars number 7 and 8. And I'll play them for you slowly, and then we'll get into how to play them on the guitar. So like this. Okay, so you start off with a G chord, a G5. Now remember, the previous chord was a C add 9, and all you have to do to go to that G5 is just move your middle finger from A string to third position on the E string. Then you play E string, G string, then B and E string together. Then you go to that B7. So you move your little finger to second position of the E string, ring finger in second of the G string, and your middle finger in second of the A string. Then you play A, G, B, and E string together. Play that A string once more, then E string, and then B string. Like this. So that's 7th bar together. 1, 2, 3. And then we go to the next bar, which is E minor. You just play both E strings together. Then G, B, E, B, G. So bars 7 and 8 together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now there's only a ninth bar left, and that ninth bar goes like this. You just play in open strings, just E, G, B, E, B, and then you get that bass line from third to second on the E string. So like this, 1, 2, 3. All right, so this is one verse, and the verse is repeated 3 times. So that's good to know. So the first time, because when they start playing the song, they play the verse 3 times, then you get the chords, and then the verse is repeated, I think, either once or twice. Something you have to figure out for yourself. So let's try to do this whole verse together, slowly. 1, 2, 3. Etc.